Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. Today's video is a review for the upcoming Firefly Holiday Special number one. This is a comic book from Boom Studios. It is written by Jensen and various artists, and we'll get into the creative team in 1 second. So this is a book that it's one of those one shots that we get every once in a while, celebrating the holidays. So if you like that kind of stuff, this is where you are. Also, if you're a fan of Firefly, I think you're really gonna dig this. Uh, so this book is written by Jensen, illustrated by Jordi Perez, Vincenzo Federici, Fabiana Mascolo, color by Francesco Segala, Luciana Di Germato, Fabiana Mascolo, and then we have letters by Jim Campbell. Um, so the premise of this book, like I mentioned, really takes place. All this stuff takes place in the continuity of the comics of Firefly. So if you've been following that stuff, you'll probably kind of get into it. It's the holiday season, and Jayne's selfish behavior receives the unwanted attention of three visiting spirits who will reveal the hidden past, present, and future of Serenity's most miserly crew member. A beloved character returns as the ghost of Firefly past, while a fellow crew member guides Jayne through the here and now, showing the consequences of his actions in the present. But it's the ghost of Firefly future, Emma Washburn, who reveals the most shocking fate of all. Can Jayne turn over a new leaf and avert disaster headed this way as they celebrate the holiday season with your favorite browncoats in this self-contained special? Yep, we are doing a Christmas Carol, but in space with the crew from the Firefly. So if that's something that is right up your alley, I think you're really gonna enjoy it. So you don't need to be caught up in any comics. You don't need to be reading the series. Like all you need to know is who the fire. Like if you watch the show, I think you'll enjoy this book. Let's go right into it. We'll show a little bit of art preview that we got. Um, so I love that the crew decorated the ship with whatever Christmas lights they could find. I think that's pretty. It's really interesting because it does say like, it starts opening up with one of the few places that it's still called Christmas. Like there's only a few people that still celebrate Christmas time because of course we know that uh, this series takes place in an alternate future where the world's very different, especially because they're out in space. So maybe some of those celebrations are more earthbound. But we catch the crew of the Firefly having dinner, and here we see Jayne stuffing his face, and unfortunately he almost chokes. I really like the designs here by the artist. I don't know which artist specifically is doing the first piece of the art. This is kind of the framing story for everything that's about to happen. But each visit by each ghost, we get a different artist. So I like when the multiple artists are used to full effect as opposed to maybe just to fill in to make sure that the book goes out on time. So I like the colors, very Christmassy, very fall, wintry, especially for the crew of the Firefly. Really has that nice aesthetic. I really like too that a lot of these comics, like they're not photorealistic, but they give you these characters are so well done that you pretty much recognize everyone. Right? You know everybody from the crew, the captain, Jayne, uh, the doc, everybody. Like you can just kind of tell, especially if you're a big fan of the series, or if you watch the season or the movie, like you'll identify all the characters that are in the book. So after this little scrap on dinner, there's a misunderstanding with the crew and Jayne. So he goes out into the town, starts drinking, takes a walk, and this is kind of what kicks off our Christmas Carol story. So overall, I enjoyed this for what it was, just another retelling of a Christmas Carol, but with the flavor of Firefly. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, you need to go pick this up. If you're one of those completionists that picks up every Firefly book, I'm sure this is already in your pull list. I quite enjoyed this book. Even though I'm not current on the Firefly series, like it's just really nice to revisit the crew. Check out what the brown coats are up to. And I love I love the retelling of A Christmas Carol with different, with a different flavor. So let me know what your favorite adaptation of A Christmas Carol is. Let me know if you enjoyed this book, if you're picking this up, or anything else you want us to review. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That will be most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We got some fun stuff coming up for the end of the year. We'll start working on our best of 2021 list, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. We have more comic reviews, TV reviews, movie reviews, movie trailer reactions, all that good stuff. So stay tuned in the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.